YouTube, what is up? This is a slightly different kind of video. So, if you've not been following, yesterday, so Immortal Disfigurement delayed the album, like, till a point this year, apparently. And now today, it turns out Harry decided to leave, and I think Leo decided to leave too, if I remember rightly. Don't quote me on that. This is all just things coming in, so I just wanted to talk about it. I wanted to go through what's been said, give my thoughts, give my opinions. I was due to do that album as a Patreon request literally on Monday, but obviously that's not going to happen anymore. So I'm going to have to wait for that if ID stays around. I know CJ said he's staying in, according to a comment that I saw about people wondering if he's going to leave, if he's going to stay, if, like, you know, that kind of a way. But still, let's read what he says. Effective immediately. I am no longer a part of Immortal Disfigurements. I am stepping down as the chief songwriter of the band and will not be releasing the album through them. The remaining 6 songs will be available to listen to instrumentally on my YouTube channel and will also be available on streaming services very soon. This decision has been a difficult one, but I can no longer go on fully writing the songs for the band after being commissioned to work with them as a business transaction. Receiving no compensation for my work whatsoever, not being included in band decisions that are being made for songs I've written, and dealing with the unprofessional way producers have been treated through this album process for previous singles. Interesting. So, there's a little bit of, like, behind the scenes stuff we can really talk about. Like, so, what's the unprofessional treatment? We don't 100% fully know. We just know what he's saying. This is just one side of the story. Like, there's obviously multiple sides to it. And obviously with 2 members leaving, it could be something to do with CJ, something not to do with CJ. I don't know. I'm not going to throw blame either way. Though, in my opinion, releasing music that was meant to be recorded for a band instrumentally is kind of fucked up and can harm someone's reputation because of that. It's his music. He can do what he wants with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he doesn't have the right to do it. Obviously, legally speaking, it's his music. He can do what the F he wants, right? So, but in, like, for me, if I was a band and I was looking into somebody to work with and they released another band's music just because of having issues, either studio-wise or between members or wanting to be a part of band decisions, if you're hired as a songwriter and you want band and you're a part of a band, or you're just writing for the band, or you're doing whatever kind of way, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It sounds like he was hired as an independent contractor, and then he kind of worked his way into the band that way. Which, yes, obviously he should be included in band decisions if he's writing everything. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, there's a few ways we can take this first one. Like, I would say that take everything with a grain of salt. Things could be bullshit. That's just kind of what we've learned over our time of CJ's career, of all the bullshit that's happened, of other things as well. But as for this, just because it's now like 2 members leaving, maybe even more as time goes on, it could be a very messed up thing that's happening. I hope not. I really want to hear, like, brand new Immortal Disfigurement. I was super excited for this album. This is probably going to hold it back another couple of years, most likely, if ever we get an album from this band. I'm hoping so, but there's no guarantee. There's no, like, if it's ever going to be a thing anymore. Like I said, I really truly hope so, but at the end of the day, we're never going to really know. Like, CJ says he's staying. He says you're going to have to murder him in order to not get him to release stuff. I don't remember where I saw that specific album, but still. And, like, there's a few bands that are supporting Immortal Disfigurement. There's a few people who are not supporting, people who just confuse the fuck, me being one of them. Like, what happened? Like, there's no details. You're giving, like, vague assumptions, well, not assumptions, but vague details rather than going into specifics. Which, if you're doing this kind of thing, specifics are, like, for the better, in my opinion. Like, if you're not being very specific, it's not really helping the band, nor yourself, nor business-wise, fucking personal-wise, whichever way you want to go about it. So, the band has instrumentally been ready for several months, along with the full album production being finished during force-fed release. The responsibility for the release has been lumped across everyone else, with the release date being set without other elements of the album being finished. The professionals in this situation have remained professional throughout, but decisions made by an individual have stopped the album from being released in time, and it isn't fair for these actions to ruin the reputation of others. Interesting. So, this individual, it could be anybody in the band. I'm going to guess most people are going to think CJ. I'm not going to think anything because, like I said, he's using vague words. He's not speaking specifically. If this was me and I'd been truly fucked over by a band, I would, like, legit name them. and show proof and evidence of my claim, to show this happened and this happened and that happened, in order to be like, you know what, this is exactly what happened, this is the proof that this happened. And it just shows like that you're not just talking out your ass. Obviously, I don't think he is, but at the same time, there's no proof to back this up, not as of yet. There's just the Instagram post, and I think a few websites have picked it up, but there's nothing really concrete that I can really find right now. That might change as of this video. It's currently 3 AM on the 19th, well, the 18th, going into the 19th of January right now. So it's still quite fresh as to when it's gone. And as for things happening in the studio, that's something we can't really talk about, as it's like a thing that we don't know. There's no proof, there's no evidence, it's all he said, she said bullshit, which is not really something we really want to go into. And yeah, I would like to thank everyone that has supported me throughout my association with the band, and I'm truly grateful for every bit of encouragement I've received, and hope to move on and continue to write music professionally. I am deeply sorry that people will not get to hear this album the way it was intended. It's been heartbreaking to receive messages of people excited for the release, but I hope that you will understand my position on this. I do. I fully do. I support you because you like help write or help bands that really do need it. Like we have Befoul Tongue as an example from that, but at the same time, like I said, it's way too vague. Like the vagueness of it really makes me question. Like if it was very specific, if it had evidence and proof and links and like, look, this happened and that happened, and these are the messages that prove that this happened, and name people who were doing the bad shit, then I would fully stand 100% for it. Because it's released in such vague terms, I'm just like, you know what, this is a bit dodgy, it's a bit messed up in my opinion. Either way, it doesn't really affect much apart from the fans. It's just harming the fans at the end of the day. Like internal band conflicts happen, man. It's just a part of making music. You have to find bandmates you gel with. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's all just dependent on shit, right? So, but yeah, I just hope it doesn't affect anybody's career, because obviously, like I said, like a bit further back, like if you're going to release instrumentally what you've recorded for what would have been, say, an Immortal Disfigurement album, or a Befoul Tongue album, or another kind of album, like is that going to affect things in the future? Our band's going to look at that and go, no, he like released like an entire unreleased album just because of disputes. Does that mean we want to work with somebody like that? Does that mean that things are going to go badly because of that? I hope not. Like, I hope it doesn't go that way. That would be my first thought, though, after seeing this. Like, that would literally be my initial first thought if I ever looked to work with somebody like that. It would be like me doing a reaction with another reaction person, then just getting no credit, just like releasing the video without me knowing about it, man, not even editing like parts of like face cams and reactions and stuff into the video, and just like, you know, that kind of a way. Like, you know, just doing everything behind the reactionist back. Not the same thing, but similar thing, you know what I mean. I'm trying to find equivalents here, but it's not really an equivalent thing, I would say, but either way. Those are just my thoughts, my ramblings. Like, I do hope ID like push on from this, and I do hope Harry has the best time, and he finds new projects to work on, new bands to work with, bands who keep trusting him. Like, and I hope this doesn't happen again, because if it happens like another time and another time and another time, then it's a pattern, then it's gonna kind of go badly from that, in my opinion. But still, either way, man, I hope you guys are okay, man. This is fucked up news we don't want to hear in the scene. Having bands go through conflict is not really what we need in the deathcore scene. Like, it's a small scene and we need to grow it, and this ain't really gonna help anything. But shit happens, conflicts happen, bands have trouble, man. Just shit happens. Either way, have a wonderful day, everybody. Well, have a wonderful night, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Take it easy.